Alright, hey there guys. So, just like I promised, I would review dungeons whenever I could. Due to my guild leader giving me MVP++ for a month, I was able to join the beta. I mean, the alpha, whatever it is, I don't care. And I was able to think of a review for this. So, I will say right away that I was wrong. And it's not as bad as I thought. However, it is still a little bit overhyped, to be honest, but I mean, it's actually a good update. And my worries were that it was going to be completely based on the gear that you already had, and there'd be no point in even really doing it. Well, after playing a bit, I found out that my source for my previous video was completely wrong, because the dungeon items we were able to get in floor 1, by the way. This is not floor 2, this is floor 1. We have this Dreadlord sword. Now, it is upgraded 3 times, but the upgrades don't show when you're in like a lobby here. So, this is what it looks like without being in a dungeon. Now, if I do go into a dungeon, the damage goes up to like 290 and the strength goes up to 200, or just to 160. And that's with 3 upgrades. That's better than the 50 mil Midas. And my guild master, he upgraded one. He got an identical one to mine, and he upgraded his to 5-star. And the damage went to 350, and the strength went to almost 200. So, yeah, the items in dungeons are not useless. I mean, in fact, they're really useful, because floor 2 is pretty much impossible to beat without getting dungeon items beforehand. So, yeah. Now I guess I can show you the other stuff. So, there's the essence thing where you put this in, you can upgrade it. You know. So if I do that, see, it goes to 4-star. So, yeah, there's that. 4-star Dreadlord sword. We have not found any legendary items yet. However, we found a few epics. And due to the rewards system not being out yet in alpha, we can't do any of like the recombobulator stuff and whatnot. So, right now we just got Dreadlord sword, and I got machine gun bow, which also is pretty decent, but I only got a rare one. But I assume if you get an epic one, it would be really good. So, yeah, I mean, we just did the dungeons for 1. It was not that hard. I mean, it did actually have some difficulty. It's not like we cruised right through it with no issues at all. We did die a few times, even after on our later runs. So, I guess I can give you some advice. You're going to need a Reaper Falchion. It's essential. I don't care what anyone says. You need it to take out anything that is considered a zombie. So, like the actual zombie enemies themselves, or the custom enemies that like have an undead type name. It does not work on skeletons for some reason, but it does work on the stuff that has like undead type names. So it's really useful. And then, of course, you can use a 50 mil Midas if you have it, but if you can, get a Dreadlord sword. They're really easy to get. They're a really common drop. And yeah, you can upgrade it. We didn't even. This is just it came with the enchantments already. We had to reforge it to legendary and put the hot potato books on it. But yeah, that's what it looks like. It's really good. So yeah, I just want to say I was wrong about it being bad. It's clearly a good update. It does seem to be extremely grindy. Like if you had problems grinding Slayers beforehand, you're gonna do a lot more grinding than that, oh boy. But it's not as boring as Slayers, I will say that. It's more fun than Slayers. But there's definitely more grinding than Slayers, that's for sure. You gotta go through a lot more. Currently there's only floor 1 and 2. I have not beaten floor 2 because it is just too hard right now for me. And we just need more sets. So right now I have a archer set here. Or wait, is that archer? No, it's not the archer set. This is like a might be a Berserker. I don't even know what kind of set this is, to be honest. Definitely not the tank set. The tank set's different, but anyways, my guild master, he also wears that set as a mage, even though it doesn't really have any mana for some reason. He still uses it as mage, and he does really good with it. So, yeah. You don't even need that much. I could probably do it with strong dragon armor. I'll be completely honest with you. You could use wise, you could use strong. Doesn't really matter. If you're going wise, I suggest you go mage. It's better to only have one mage though, so I usually just go berserker so my guildmaster can use a mage. And we're able to duo 4-1. It takes about 15-20 minutes each run with just 2 people. With 5 people, it's a breeze. But yeah, with 5 people on floor 2 though, we couldn't do that. We just couldn't. It wouldn't work. We can't even do it like just at all in general. I mean, there were some YouTubers that did it with like perfect tier 10. They all had it on, and that seemed to work wonders for them. But I don't know. It just doesn't seem feasible right now for me. You'd have to do a lot more grinding. The server closes in like an hour, so we won't be able to play it until Monday again. And yeah, it's actually a lot of fun. Just be prepared for a lot of grinding. Just to show you an example how much grinding you want to do if you want to make your superior armor like usable in dungeons. Like, not usable, but like more usable per se. So it takes 700 dragon essence, and after about 20 runs, I got 44. Well, I guess not 20 runs, more like 10 runs, but yeah, 44 essence from 10 runs. It's not that good. We did get some holy frags. I don't know how people had full sets of that already. That's crazy. They must be really grinding this. But yeah, you can get superior fragments from it. I got 1, and then I got rid of it somewhere, I think. I don't even know. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, I got 1. My people I know also just got 1. So you can only get 1 a superior, but everything else seems to get like 3 or 4 or 5. So, yeah. It's actually a lot of fun. You should check it out, see what you think. It might be a little bit too grindy for some people, but that's what you kind of expect for something like this. You don't want to just go through all the floors. It takes the fun out of it. So yeah, best strategy is to do each floor slowly, multiple times, like probably 100+ times each floor. Get the items, and then yeah, you can, you know, just upgrade them, do whatever, and it works wonders. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.